Hey, this is going to be a quick product review on 3 products that I've been using lately, and the newest one is this Paul Mitchell Round Trip Liquid Curl Definer. It's of a really thin liquid-like texture, and it defines your curls and makes them nice and bouncy, but keeps them from getting frizzy. The other thing that you can use it alone, which I don't really recommend because, like I said, it's pretty thin. But what you can do, what they did in the salon, is use some gel with it, and you put like 2 pumps of this and you mix it together and then use that in your hair. There was a glaze that they recommended to get with it, but I figured you could just use any gel that you had instead of like paying the money for their specific one, even though it did work really good. But this alone is $11.95, which is not as bad as some other products, but it's still kind of pricey. But it's really good. I used it last night with another gel, which I'm going to talk about later, and it worked pretty good. I mean, I slept in it, and then this morning I just like wet it up a little bit and then added some more of this, like a few pumps. So I think that's a pretty good product, and you can get that at any, well, if you have a Paul Mitchell hair salon or like any hair salon, they should sell like Paul Mitchell products, so that one shouldn't be like horribly hard to find if you want it. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is this Curl Goddess Curl and Wave Defining Gel, and it's by Mark. As you can see on the bottle, it also says with conditioning sunflower. I never really knew sunflower was conditioning, but okay. The gel is pretty good. It's also something that's kind of thin, because I'm used to having more of a thicker gel. This is really thin, so you do have to use more than like I'm accustomed to with like the La Bella gel. But it works pretty good, and your hair doesn't really get crunchy because it's thin. So this is about $5, I believe. Yeah, $5. So it's not like a horrible price, but I'd probably get it again. But I still feel like I like the La Bella better, but I'll have to see if I can use that one with this Round Trip and see what happens. The next thing that I have, oh, and the other thing I forgot to say, the Mark Curl Goddess, it kind of has a strong smell. Like, I don't really mind it, but I could see like it's really like kind of like florally. Like, yeah, really floral and like strong. I'm gonna assume this is the smell of sunflowers since that's what it says is in there, but that might be a little bit annoying, so I'm just letting you know about that. But otherwise, it's a good lightweight gel. If your hair isn't like too thick, you probably like it better than some of the thicker gels that might make your hair crunchy. And the last thing I have is Mark Get a Tint Tinted Moisturizer Lotion. It's pretty small, it's like this, but I've had it for a little while and it's pretty good. Mine is in Honey Golden, and I have to say I really do love this, because I don't know if you noticed in my other videos, but I hardly ever put on foundation, maybe a mineral type of powder foundation every once in a while, but I hardly ever use like real liquid foundation because I just hate like how it feels, and I feel like it looks like I'm wearing makeup, so like what's the point? And it's just something I just don't like, and I just feel like it's giving me acne, even though some people say it doesn't, but I don't know. So this is like a really good alternative if you don't wear like too much makeup, or you just don't like how the foundation feels, because it's a moisturizer. It has SPF 15 in there, so it's good for outside. And the other thing is that it has color in there, even though it looks like it's really dark. I don't know if you see, but it's really comes off really light and thin, so it's not heavy. It doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. I'm wearing it right now, and it just feels really light. Like, I can't really tell, like it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything but moisturizer. And basically for me, the best thing I see about it is that for like if I have like bumps or like pimples maybe over here, it calms down some of the redness that comes with them. So instead of using like a heavy foundation and concealer and all of that when it's really not completely necessary, I can use that. And this was $5. I mean, no, I'm sorry, it was $9. But the thing is, this and this, these are both by Mark, which is, I mean, obviously by Avon too. But you have to either get them online or order them from like an Avon representative or Mark representative. If you don't have a representative to like get it for you and bring it to you, what you can do is you can go online, and it's the same price. You can try to get emails for like free shipping maybe, but you can go online to youravon.com/Annette Berry, because that's my representative, and if you buy it, it'll just ship to you and everything, because you have to pick a rep when you do it. It might be one in your area that you pick, but if you wanted to use mine, I'll leave it in the sidebar too. But you can just get them online, and they're really not too expensive. And if you ever look into Avon, not so much Mark, because some of Mark's stuff can be kind of expensive, like these bracelets or whatever. These were $14. I know it's pricey. I don't even know why I paid so much. I really thought they looked different, but anyway, if you look into Avon stuff, their makeup is actually a lot cheaper than regular drugstore makeup, I noticed. Like just eyeliners, mascaras, and they're just as good. I used to have this kind of stigma with Avon, thinking that their makeup wasn't that good. I really don't know why, but after like my mom became a rep, like I kind of just like started using some of it, because of course like she got me into it. But it's actually pretty decent. Like there's a few ones that I didn't really care for, but for the most part everything's been like the same quality as like drugstore makeup. So I would consider looking there if you don't mind having stuff shipped to you, or getting a rep come to bring you stuff or whatever. But that's all for this video, and if you have any, you know, comments, leave them down, or any requests that you might want me to ask me a question, you can leave them inside my message box, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
She said, push David push. She said she not stuck, she not care if we fucking on the bush. She said, push David push. She said, what? She want to give me not the